Let's talk about our incredible Mustang Unleashed track experience. So I opted to go for the road course experience. So we were the first class in the beginning of July to actually be held at the brand new WheelHouse Performance facility that they just opened up across the street from the Charlotte Speedway. So you pull up to this brand new state-of-the-art facility, absolutely incredible. You all sit in the classroom, you get all of your racing equipment that you're going to need. Then you get to googly eye over their incredible Avalanche Gray GTD that they have on display. Once you get all your equipment, they do a quick session in the classroom that just goes over the rules and the safety procedures and the outline for the day. And then we drove right across the street to the Charlotte Speedway and immediately hit the AutoX, where we did some awesome driving, as you can see here, utilizing all automatic EcoBoost Mustangs. Once we were done with the AutoX, we ditched those EcoBoost Mustangs. We hopped in the GT Performance packs, and we did the balloon car drill as well as the lane change drill here before heading back, having lunch, and getting geared up for the afternoon.
Give yourself a little bit more vision, a little more safety margin there. Second green cone, we're starting to straighten the wheel, guys, and have that wheel straight up and over the hill. Good job. Looking left here, don't get too wide there, no more than about a half a car length off the bottom. You should here, get back to the curb, get to the curb, that's an important one. Line of those hands, squeezing on throttle, hard brake at the one. Alright, we will do a rotation this time, 28 on the bottom. Mid-track right here, mid-track, maintenance throttle, one big arc, looking left, make sure you do the lift. If you don't do the lift, you're going to find yourself really wide there at the turn 7 apex, and that lift is what that helps the car rotate down to that apex, put some weight on those front tires. Looking at tight here to the blue, second green cone, I'm straightening the wheel, straight up and over. Left. Mid-track on that exit. Mid-track. Turn on the wheel. Mid-track on the exit here. Turn 11. Mid-track. Line in the hand. Squeezing on throttle. Hard brake in the one. Looking left. Big turn on the wheel. Turn on the wheel. 17 on the bottom for the rotation. Maybe 5.5 or the 6, where you just got to push that brake pedal harder. Maintenance throttle, big arc looking left in the middle. curbing. You got to turn it enough, get those eyes looking up the hill. Here, let's get to the inside here, right to the blue line, second green cone, straightening the wheel, up and over. You got to have that wheel a little straighter coming up and over the hill. That wheel should be completely straight. You crest that hill. You're keeping it straight all the way down the hill. The car is not going straight. The car is going like diagonally to the left, but the wheel is straight. If that makes sense. Hard braking the wheel. Big turn on the wheel here. Slow in, fast off there, guys. Don't overdrive that corner. 7 on the bottom. 7 on the bottom. Rotation. Here at the Charlotte 2. Nice and smooth hands, guys. Keep concentrating, keep everything nice and smooth. Hard brake at the 5. Rattle the hash marks and our downshift. Left. And turn to the left. Wide in the hands as you go by the apex. I'm beating gas into it. Nice and smooth. Patient with throttle. Those eyes up, guys. Those eyes up. Nice and smooth. Patient with throttle here. Unwinding the hands. Coming up the hill. Squeezing on throttle. Wheel straight. Coming up and over and down. Big turn on the wheel. Good job. Rotation here. 28 on the bottom. 28. Nice and still, guys. Gotta let them come by you. 28. Work together back there on that. Front brake. 5.5 or 6. Throttle, one big arc, looking left, and the left. Alright, there's our checker, guys. Stay with me. Keep driving, keep concentrating. Alright, one more time, hard brake into 1. Left turn. No rotation this time. Everybody up into the middle lane. Good job, guys, good job. Coming in for pull down. We won't be taking the hairpin here. And exit out the chicane. Follow me out. Nice job.
So the track session consisted of one warm-up session when you get to have your passenger ride along with you just to get familiar with the track. Then from there, you drop off your deadweight passenger, and then you start hitting the track for real, where you got 2 full 20-minute sessions on the track in your group with the instructor. So you pretty much follow the leader, and there is no passing. So you can't go balls to the wall, but I think I did get up to around 110 or so miles an hour. Overall, though, absolutely incredible experience. Great group of guys. The facility was phenomenal. Charlotte Speedway is beautiful, and overall would highly recommend it to anyone who can make it out.